Welcome back to Little Ninja Brothers, and here we're ready to head into the Snowfield cave in order to get to the Snowfield to find Princess Laila. And this cave can be pretty dangerous, and right out of the gates I get attacked by a tiger tank. And I do want to show this guy off eventually, so might as well do it now. And Tiger Tank sports one really nasty attack. It's called Get 'em Air Force, where he drops bombs on us. And that's never any fun to deal with. But as long as he keeps doing these little attacks, it should be alright. And he's actually letting me hit him this time. That's kind of a shocker. I mean, with the way this game goes, sometimes that's not the case, and sometimes the game just decides to kick your ass whenever it feels like it. But who knows. And yeah, that's the bomb I was talking about. And Ryu took that one pretty painfully. And I only lost 16 HP on that fight, so I might as well keep going. And what you want to do is hang to the left, and just make sure you go down. And from here on out, I am just gonna run from all these fights, so you don't really have to see that over and over again. So what I need to do is continue to go down. And right when you see this opening, you want to go left. And here we meet the bishop, and this guy's kind of like the samurai. He's more direct. And he does have magic, so that's something you do have to be aware of. And it's also actually pretty hard to hit this guy, depending on like which attack you're using. And really all I'm doing here is just trying to do this the long way, but then again, that's just kind of the way this game goes. And I did have to practice this section a lot, and that's one of the reasons why I didn't upload it when I did. And also there's just a lot of stuff going on. And you know how that gets with you guys. I mean, I'll just record these whenever I can, and probably should do that more often, but then again, I'll just probably get to that more often. And also, putting these videos together is a little bit tricky, but then again, this is an RPG, so that is to be expected. And I'm just trying to think of stuff to say during this certain fight, because this fight is pretty basic, and you know what you're getting, and it's a lot more direct than most of the other fights. At least whenever I can actually hit this guy. And that didn't kill him. Well, that's unfortunate. Yeah, this is really what happens during these RPG fights, is that you do end up having to do this over and over again because you just miss over and over again. And right when I say that, I miss again. But yeah, in retrospect, this is actually nowhere near as bad as some of the other ones that happen later on. But now that he's done with, we get plenty of experience there at least. I need to keep going left. And for some reason my computer decides to run all sorts of processes during this time. Not sure why. I mean, it's not like I have a ton of stuff running. I mean, the only things I have running are my emulator, Bandicam, and then Audacity, and that's really it. But then sometimes the computer just decides to pick times to run all its stuff, and it just kind of gets inconvenient sometimes. And I have a lot of skateboarding sequences to edit out here because I just keep running into tiger tanks. But here I am in the second section. And this part you can run into some action battles. And mainly it's going to involve ghost archers. Sometimes you get claw ninjas, sometimes you get orange goblins. And that's really all you need to worry about. Let's just get out of your way. And these guys do fight the exact same way as they did in Yokon, so I mean, you're not really missing anything here. Let's see, I need to go this way. No, I didn't need that. But anyway, what you have to do for this section is keep going right. But yeah, keep going right. And then when you see these stairs, head down. And in this opening you have to go up, and after that just keep going to the left. And then you should be okay. Because here we are in the Snowfield. And the terrain is going to be a little different. The enemies aren't going to be that tough, but I'll just do this one fight just to show you the terrain. Because... okay, never mind. Well, that definitely made me look like a fool, but the point is I wanted to show off the terrain. And, so take 3 on that terrain. Yeah, this is what I wanted to show off. I wanted to show off the fact that, it is icy, so of course it's gonna be slippery, and, it is really easy to, wander off into that, water. And as you know, water cuts your life in half. Alright, get out of here, you. Probably should run from this fight, shouldn't I? And again, I kinda don't feel like dying here. Okay, I need to heal. And it is a little bit harder just to move around, and that is of course what makes these fights a lot tougher. But fortunately the enemies are still the same. Now I don't need this. Okay, you know what, screw it, I'm out of here. But yeah, that's why I don't like getting into fights here. Let's see, here's the souped up version of the saber-toothed tigers as well as the goblins, and we'll be seeing those in the chateau later on, so I'm not gonna fight them. That is, of course, if I can help it. Let's get to the forest, at least we can get something here. Because here we are in the Yoma Chateau, and the first set of enemies you're gonna get are ice weasels and these goblins, and the weasels will shoot at you. So just keep that in mind. Let's just dispose of these guys. Okay, that actually went better than I thought it would. And let's see, I think this next one is gonna be... okay, they're the saber-toothed tigers. I'm just gonna see what this fire wave does. Okay, well that was fun. Yeah, and now that that's done with, let's just de-equip that and, go back to T-stars here. And, I am hurting these guys, I guess. And I can't really tell. Alright, let's just go back to punching here. Well, this is what happens when you don't intend these things. Yeah, this is gonna take a while, sorry about that. And those shots will turn you to stone, so just keep that in mind. And that's really all you need to know about these guys. Now get off. And I did not need that, but fortunately this guy insists on punching. Which at least made things a little bit easier for me. Okay, well thanks to Fire Wave and T-Stars that took a lot longer than that needed to. So this next one is going to feature dragons, so I didn't want to do that, I wanted to do this. Oh, get the mighty ball, thank you. Let's dispose of these guys. I can't even tell where anything is anymore. And with this mage, he likes to turn you into a meatball and have that fire burn you to a crisp and kill you. And that's really all I need to know about this guy. It really isn't that hard, you just have to keep punching him. And with that, we got the Dragstar, and what the Dragstar is gonna do, it's gonna be kinda like the Chocobo in Final Fantasy VI that lets you avoid random encounters. So I'm just gonna heal up here. And I'm gonna head over to the right because that's where Laila Shrine is. And see, let's just keep going here. I'm trying to stay away from the ice here as much as I can. And since this is an RPG, she's obviously gonna be in trouble, so might as well heal up one more time. And here we get this bird, tells us about Will the Wiz, and we are gonna run into him pretty soon. Like right now. And this is one of the few instances where you go into a direct boss fight with him. And let's see, this guy, for lack of better words, is an asshole sometimes. And what he likes to do is turn you into a meatball and summon slimes. And I've been calling them munchers the whole time, but he summons slimes in order to eat you up and kill you. And yeah, this is also one of the few RPG fights with multiple enemies. Sometimes you get your option of hitting him, sometimes you get your option of hitting the slimes. And that's really all there is to this boss fight. It's actually really tough because he likes to do this. And let's just see how this goes, because I had practice runs where this guy does kill me before I can even do anything. Will that happen again? Well, we'll just have to see. And those slime attacks do take a while. So that's also something else that is gonna make this boss fight drag out a little bit. Okay, I mean, sometimes it kills you and sometimes it doesn't. I don't really know, like, what the formula is for whether or not it kills you. But right now I gotta heal Ryu. And I think in this fight Ryu will almost always attack Will the Wiz and none of the slimes. And just like so. And that is definitely something I didn't need. But yeah, this is one boss fight that it's really luck-based whether or not you get killed, because it is really easy to get killed, and it really just depends on what kind of mood these guys are in. And I'm not saying this boss fight's completely random or anything, but there is a lot of randomness to it. But yeah, since this boss fight is gonna take a while, I get to talk about other things going on in the world. Shit. Never mind. Yeah, see, the problem is that slower attack, that's when you know they're gonna try and kill you. And that's unfortunately what ended up happening. And yes, I did find out that you do actually lose half your money every time you die, so I'll just see you back at that boss fight. Actually, never mind, because what did happen is, since I ended up getting the Dragstar, I will be able to use this thing in the ice field. But, yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and, get all my stuff back, and then I'll just meet you back there at that boss fight. And, now that we're back at the Snowfield, I might as well, show off what the Dragstar does. And, if you have a battery, you can whip out the Dragstar. And it's basically a race car. And I can just go through this whole place, no big deal. And just in case you wanted to see what that looked like, there's your chance. And to get out of the Dragstar, well, you just wait for that to happen. But yeah, it turns out you need a lot of batteries, and they're kind of expensive. Alright, so take 2. Let's see how this goes. Hey, guess what? I finally beat him. And this is what we get. And I think I did screw up a few things on the recording, and it turns out you get 150 experience points and 200 sen. So what I ended up doing was using the Mighty Ball, which actually doubles your damage, and I don't think it doubles, I think it does more than that to your damage whenever you hit somebody. So yeah. That's kind of how that went, and that was also incredibly frustrating, so I'm feeling a nice sense of relief here. I also like some of this dialogue. So now at least we can get to the fire castle with her help. And we also get the eagle sword. And we'll meet this villain guy pretty soon. Well, I know where I'm coming back after I'm done here. Okay, on that finally triumphant note, I am just going to whirlybird the hell out of here. And, yeah, guess what? I died so many times, this is how little money I have, and this is what level I'm on. So, yeah, I'm just gonna whirlybird the hell out of here, and call the video after that. And, let's just get into Chatsy. And with that, I'm going to call the video, so join me next time as we head over to more evilness in the Fire Castle. I will see you then.